My name is Charlotte Brooks and the date of recording is the 2nd of July 2025. The first question is, what is your background? So I grew up and went to school in Oxfordshire and then studied architecture at the University of Edinburgh. In 2023 I got my first placement in Amsterdam working with Studio Wessels Burr, a public installation artist named Mayet, who hosted me for 3 months. And there I learned crucial insight into her industry and the production of art. This was, really insightful and a great way to work with the immediate community there. I then received my first practice placement in Edinburgh, and this set me up for my current job after graduation. I've now returned to my master's at the Glasgow School of Art, and I'm actually recording this from Madrid, where I'm doing my second internship. So the next question is, how has this background influenced my work? I'd say this has significantly influenced my practice and my experience at university. I worked quite a lot of my hours at the Edinburgh College of Art, studying architecture, but I really enjoyed being more hands-on in the art departments where that was possible, and exploring the broader creative industry through my course. And a highlight for my undergrad architecture was being able to do a bronze pour for a part of my final submission. So in terms of references, my work, it has specific reference to places I've lived, and I believe this really helps my engagement with the built environment, and really observing things closely. So I have an Oxford series, an Edinburgh series, and a series in Norway, because I have family there, and the architecture is pretty stunning over there too. In terms of inspiration, I take from... the question is, inspiration to take up the architecture course probably came from my engagement with the built environment and my works in the Streetscape series that I've shown in this video. The next question regarding my biggest influences, I'd say this is a mixture of artists, poets and musicians. I'm very much inspired by my peers and colleagues that I've met over the years, and like-minded people and conversations we've had in the broader artistic field. I've met many talented drawers, printers, painters and many more over the years, and I think I've learnt a lot from them. My current focus is completing my masters over the next couple of years, and also widening my portfolio of printmaking and sketching, which is hopefully something I can develop whilst I'm on my current placement. The next question is the biggest challenge of being an artist. I'll try and answer this as a training architect and what I would call a trying artist. I probably have to answer mostly from the architecture perspective. I'd say challenges surrounding time management and pressures of every day, and finding an ability to be satisfied with not producing necessarily finished or perfect works, due to the high pressure environment you might be producing them in, or the limited time to complete them. Instead producing what is possible within timeframes and other constraints of day-to-day work. The next question involves advice to my younger self. I would say be brave, be confident, and don't prioritise vocational routes. Follow inspiration. I really liked this next question about unconventional techniques, and I would say this is an enjoyable question for me because I believe it's my approach to architecture. I really think I've gone through my studies not following traditional approaches and really trying to engage my work with my manual drawing style and printmaking techniques, and trying to carry that creative attitude towards architectural jobs that might be more constrained otherwise. Is music important whilst creating work? And I said yes, this is a big influence. I'm actually trying to start a series where I pair my printmaking, each one with a different album or record, whilst I record the process of making that print, because I usually go through one that I repeat for majority of the time making that one print, or a couple, and it sort of sometimes reflects the piece itself and the mood and the colour palette. The best reaction to my work was probably during school. In the first week of college, we were tasked with creating a drawing of any size and any scale, with any media, and I went pretty big scale with my printmaking technique, and yeah, that was a great reaction compared to the first week where we were restricted to A4 graphite, which was not my strong suit. And what do you hope people take away from your work? I hope people take some of the beauty of the world that I've tried to capture, and different people I've met along the way that might have influenced my work. And yeah, just the different expressions of architecture through printmaking. And